Welcome along to Bucks on Film, highlights of the Moor Windows Derby Bucks during October 1993. Now you may remember that during the summer the club almost went out of business until Moor Windows came in with that very late rescue package. Now, after just 3 games of the new season, the Bucks find themselves on top of the Budweiser League table. This month we've got 8 games for you, including a virtuoso performance at Manchester by one of the club's stalwarts, and an incredible overtime thriller against the title favourites, Guildford Kings. But first, Chester Jets come to Moorways. In their lineup is the biggest player in the English game, Alan Bannister, at 7'5". October the 2nd, 1993, the Bucks' second home game of the season, and Derby immediately getting possession. And Ian McKinney on the point. Tim Lascelles trying a three-pointer which misses. Excellent offensive rebound though from Jason Siemon, and that's the first score of the game. What can Chester do about this? Alan Bannister on the bench at the moment. Pretty good defence so far by the Bucks. Ball inside, that shot's no good though, and it's Andy Gardiner, terrific defensive rebound. It's first of the game, down to Lascelles, and he's fouled by Bob Buck, Chester's new American. Charlie Mandt doesn't go for the 3, puts it inside, but Derby can't hang on to the ball there. This is Paul Parry. Bob Buck, his shot is blocked. There's a second chance at it though. Dave Gardiner the shot, that's no good. It's rebounded by Siemon. Will he go all the way himself? No, it's the pass to Charlie Mandt. And no one can stop that one. Superb dunk from Charlie. That's a foul called on the defensive end. Parry trying to go baseline, but the shot's missed. It's Siemon again with the rebound. To McKinney. Lascelles comes inside, and his first score of the game. 6-0 to the Bucks. And it's a steal. Siemon again. To Andy Gardiner. Back to Siemon. And slams that one through the hoop. And Chester want a timeout. With 7:57 of the first quarter to go, the Bucks leading 8-0. Chester in all sorts of problems already. Buck with a shot, that's no good. Gardiner gets his hand to it, but it comes off the Chester player, and it's going to be Derby ball. Derby turning that one over. The Jets still looking for their first score of the game. And that's fed inside to Craig Nuttall. And that's 8-2 to the Bucks. Lascelles to Mandt. And that's a 3-second violation. Derby turning the ball over. Mark Ogley bringing it up for the Jets. McKinney not letting him get away at all. Dave Gardiner. Back to Parry. Banks the shot, no good though. Buck with the rebound, and Andy Gardiner gets hold of it. Now can we have another fast break from the Bucks? It's Mandt, scores again. 10 points to 2, the Bucks lead. Still 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Another steal, this time from Mandt. A long pass down court, but that's just a bit too far. Chester, slightly bigger team than Derby, but already they prove that they're not quite as quick as the Bucks. Gardiner trying to go inside and gets the shot off the glass. 10-4. McKinney to Gardiner. Great pass inside. And Charlie with the hook. 12-4 to the Bucks. Mandt's got 6 of them. And Gardiner, great reverse layup there, gets the foul as well, but can't make the bonus. Gardiner, the former England international, is going to be a big offensive threat for the Jets. But here come Derby again with McKinney. Inside to Gardiner. McKinney shot misses, and Charlie can't get on the end of it as Mark Ogley picks the ball up. Stolen again. Great work by McKinney. He's going all the way and scores himself. Super job, Ian McKinney. 14-6 to the Bucks. And the crowd getting into the game as well. Nuttall can't hold on to that. Gardiner with the steal. And Charlie Mandt again, he's having a terrific start to this game. Makes the bonus, 17-6 to the Bucks. Mandt now has 9 of them. Derby putting on the press. Doesn't quite work that time. And in the end, Siemon steals again. Now well caught by Mandt. But Derby turning the ball over. And good hands there by Tim Lascelles on the baseline. Bob Book to Ogley. There's not a lot of movement on the Chester offence. Parry. Oh, shoots an air ball. The Jets really having their problems at the moment. McKinney. Waiting for the opening, trying to set it up. And that one out of bounds on the end line. McKinney to Lascelles. Makes it and picks up the foul as well. So that's 19-6 to the Bucks. Can Tim make the bonus? And sinks that one. Good defence as well from Lascelles. Well, Chester have been blitzed in these initial stages. Really looking for a little bit more on offence in particular. But Derby stepping up the defensive pressure even more. Chester ball. Gardiner. That one's no good. And that's a foul to the Bucks. Tim Lascelles. Fouled again. That's going to be 2 shots. Makes the first, no trouble. And the second one as well. 22-6 the score now. And Lascelles is up to 7. Well, Chester can't break the press and they have to foul. Trying to stop the fast break. Derby really getting the fast break going very, very well in this first quarter. McKinney to Mandt. Takes a shot himself and sinks another one. Mandt into double figures in the first quarter. And there's Alan Bannister into the action for the first time for Chester. Sets a screen for Book. The shot misses though, and it's Siemon with the rebound. Another fast break on the way here. Andy Gardiner trailing and slams another one through the hoop. This is a terrific run at the moment. Takes the lead to 20. It's Derby 26, Chester 6. Now this is turning into one of the best 10-minute spells that Derby have ever had. And that one swatted away by Siemon. Another quick break. McKinney. Siemon very unselfishly dishes off to Tim Lascelles. Takes him up to 9 points, and the lead goes up to 22 points. Siemon all on his own. And Derby, what a run this has been. 18 unanswered points. Takes them into a 30 points to 6 lead. Gardiner the shot, no good. Dave Gardiner that, in fact. Lascelles down to Charlie Mandt. McKinney. Siemon going in, but 3-second violation. Chester haven't scored for about 5 minutes, but there's Bob Book getting the rebound off Bannister's shot and puts that in to make the score 30 points to 8, and straight down the other end, Siemon again takes him to 8 points. Now this is wonderful stuff indeed from the Bucks, as Mandt is called for the foul there. But it's the Bucks in possession again as this first quarter winds down. Mandt tried to go inside, but he's penalised for carrying the ball that time. Very unusual to see that, but the referee right on the spot. Ian McKinney with the steal as the clock winds down. Scores, but was that too late? Terry Manghum thinks not, but it's up to the referee to decide. And he rules that out. So, the score at the end of a magnificent first quarter, Derby leading by 32 points to 8. Now here are the highlights of the rest of the game. Jason, very good victory for you again.
Yes, it was. We came out and we did what we needed to take care of the ball, and then we got up on a good lead, and it was a fun game to play in.
You started off very, very fast. I think that's what demoralised Chester early on.
Yeah, well, we knew that they're a little bigger team than we were, but we knew that we were quicker and we were a lot faster than they were. So our Terry told us, coach told us that we got to get the ball out and run with it, and that's what we did the first half, and we got up on them, and we never looked back.
I think everyone was enjoying it. There were quite a few dunks in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think we were all enjoying it. It was a fun game to play in. So, when you get a game in like that, it's fun to play in. So, everything was wide open on the lane. So, we just ran the ball and everything was successful.
Is that the best you've played so far this season?
I think it was. We came out the first half. We weren't sluggish at all. We handled the ball very well. We got everybody balanced scoring, and everybody was getting their shots in. So, it was probably one of the best games we played in so far.
It's going to be a little bit tougher though tomorrow at Manchester.
Yeah, it will be. We're kind of looking forward to that. We're in the game. We're kind of looking at this like kind of a warm-up, prelim to playing Manchester tomorrow. So, hopefully, we'll come out with the same intensity tomorrow night as we did tonight.
But the Bucks weren't as fired up the following evening at Manchester. Despite taking an early lead, they soon found themselves trailing to a Giants team who were very anxious to win. Kurt Samuels, who was with the Bucks last year, was one of two former Derby players who did a lot of the damage. The other, a great favourite with the Moorways crowd a few years ago, the irrepressible Trevor Gordon. Let's pick up the game now just into the fourth quarter, Derby trailing 82-57. Charlie Mandt going inside, doing a good job, and could this spell the start of a Bucks revival? Kevin St Kitts missing for the Giants, and Andy Maher bringing it up court. Andy Gardiner gets inside, good basket there, takes him to 12 points in the game, 82-61 now the score. And Gardiner picks off that pass from Sean Mackay. Maher comes back to help. Mandt. Maher again, looking to go inside. There's a player coach, Terry Manghum, finds Charlie Mandt, and he scores. So that's 6 points on the trot for the Bucks at the moment in this run. Samuels finds Paul Bowden. His shot's no good. And eventually Manghum gets hold of it. Lascelles gives it up. Maher to Charlie Mandt. Derby taking the time on offence. Puts it back. Maher shoots an air ball, but it's Lascelles with the rebound and puts it in. 82-65. And Mackay turns the ball over. Derby having a good spell here, taking advantage of the fact that Manchester have some of their starting five on the bench. Lascelles again, takes him to 14 points on the night. Samuels though, been the scourge of Derby so far this evening. Kevin Penny, ball inside, it's rejected. Bowden picks it up. And eventually Charlie Mandt with the steal. Finds Maher. Andy Gardiner. The shot's no good, but Manghum with the offensive rebound. Maher gives it to Lascelles, and he's the hot man at the moment. That's 6 on the trot for Lascelles. And 12 points in this run for the Bucks. 12 unanswered points. Manchester working the ball around. And it's Panji Granger who's come off the bench to put some fire into them. Scores there. The score now 84-69. Mangham shot no good, but Lascelles is there again. Well, he's giving Derby heart in this final quarter. They could yet make a game of it. Samuels, Penny, Mackay. 3-guard offence at the moment for the Giants. That shot's no good. Maher with the rebound. Knocks it out to Mandt. Puts it out to Lascelles. He's the man with the hot hands at the moment. Lascelles again, he's absolutely on fire. But with 4 minutes to go, Derby still trailing by 11. It's 84-73. Mackay trying to go past Maher, picks up the foul. Andy Lang inside, Trevor Gordon back on for the Giants. It's a long effort, but it's no good. Mandt with the rebound. But Siemon, I don't know what he was trying there, a little bit too ambitious. Derby turning the ball over. Andy Lang on the point. Chris Fight gives it back to him. Fight looking to go inside. That's rejected by Mandt. Super job. And here's Lascelles. Behind the back, gets it to Mandt. The shot's no good though. But Siemon with the offensive rebound. Scores and is fouled. Goes to the line for the bonus. And makes it. So it's 84-76. The lead is down to 8, and this really is a tremendous fight back by the Bucks. Gardiner knocks the ball away. Kevin St Kitts to inbound it. Gordon. Now can Derby keep him off the boards this time? No, they can't. Gordon scores. That's a personal total of 25 points for Trevor Gordon. A great show against his former club. And the lead's up to 10, 86-76. Mandt to Gardiner. That shot's no good, and Kevin St Kitts with the rebound. Time running out for Derby now. And Maher fouls Samuels. Now he's a pretty good shooter from the line. Only missed one in the first half. Makes them both, takes the Manchester lead up to 12. Lascelles again, having a tremendous fourth quarter, 88-78. But Samuels causing problems there, and he's picked up the foul on Jason Siemon. So Siemon fouling out with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. And really, Samuels isn't the man that Derby want on the line at the moment. Both good again, 90-78. And the Bucks need some points quickly. So give it to the man with the hot hands. Oh, he's missed one this time, Lascelles. And Fight clears the boards. Manchester will let the clock run down here. This time it's Lascelles who picks up the offensive foul there. Samuels called for that one. So the Bucks win possession. A misunderstanding there. That's really what Derby didn't want at this late stage in the game. 2 minutes to go and they're still trailing by 12. St Kitts. Lang to Samuels. Derby desperately trying to get hold of the ball, and they do get it. Lascelles with the fast break. Fight can't do anything about it. And Lascelles scores again, so it's 90-80. Well, Derby don't foul Samuels that time. But Gardiner does foul Chris Fight. Will he be as deadly as Samuels? He's put the first one away. The second one misses. Manghum with the rebound. Derby need to break very quickly. Maher going all the way. Gets the shot off the glass. 91-82. But with time running out, Derby having to foul in an attempt to get possession. It's so unfortunate, though, that they keep fouling Samuels. Makes both again, and the lead is up to 11. 93-82. Lascelles again, and he's simply unstoppable. 93-84. But there again, Samuels is fouled. Terrific display of free throw shooting from Kurt Samuels. And he's just about put the game out of Derby's reach. And again, 95-84. But that's a terrific long pass from Manghum. Lascelles is there again. 95-86. As we're inside the last minute now. Well, St Kitts could have scored there, but Derby get the rebound. Maher finds Charlie Mandt. A three-pointer. 95-89. It was only a matter of a few seconds left. Well, Fight and Manghum having a bit of an altercation there. The referee wants Manghum back. Not too happy about that. And Keith Bruce calls him for the technical. So, Samuels on the line. He actually missed the first one, made the second for 11 out of 13 from the free throw line, and 28 points altogether for Kurt Samuels. But Tim Lascelles fittingly scores the final points of the game. Derby outscoring Manchester in the fourth quarter 35-16, but going down to their first defeat of the season, 96-92.
We played okay, I think, for the first, first quarter even. But the second and third quarter, we just drifted in the game, and I think me in particularly. I was out there in the second and the third, and just ran up and down the court, wasn't involved at all. And I think a couple of other players, were the same. Me and Charlie particularly, just drifted a lot.
Yeah, you came good in the fourth quarter and almost made a game of it.
Yeah, well, Terry, gave us a sounding at one of the timeouts. Mike was criticising me all through the game anyway. And I think, I know me particularly, I'd had enough of hearing it. So I decided, I was going to go out shooting so I could get criticised for taking too many shots, but I didn't want to get criticised for not taking any. So that's what I tried to do, and luckily they were falling. And I think that happened with Charlie as well.
Early on, though, it seemed as though after you'd had that early lead, nothing seemed to go right. You were missing easy shots and just not getting back on defence.
I think they stepped up, they stepped up the defence. A couple of our guys picked up some, early fouls, same old story. Weren't getting crucial calls, travelling calls, 3-second calls, silly little things like that, but it all goes against you and they get extra shots at the basket, so that all adds up,
Is this going to be a wake-up call, do you think?
Well, I'd like to think so. I mean, I think a couple of us were cocky coming into tonight's game because we top of the league, we run all our games. But I think this is a sign, really. So this is going to show our true character. I mean, we showed character coming back anyway tonight, but I think we'll see if we can play next week.
October the 9th and the Bucks' first ever visit to the Spectrum. That's the new home of the Guildford Kings, and they could hardly have posed a more formidable threat. 2 days previously, Guildford had qualified for the last 16 of Europe's top competition, the ECM, the European Championship for men's clubs. Let's see how the Bucks rise to the challenge. 5 minutes gone, Derby leading 19-15. Andy Maher's shot no good. Martin Hendon pulls it down but loses it, and Andy Gardiner picks up the garbage, extending the Bucks' lead to 6 now. Carl Brown for Guildford. Goes to penetrate. Comes off Siemon and it stays with the home side. Brown sporting an eye patch there. A rejection by Siemon. Tremendous defence, blocking that one from Carl Miller. And Derby get possession. Plenty of noise in this stadium. It's not quite packed to the rafters, but a fair number of people here. And quite an electric atmosphere as Jason Siemon is fouled by Adrian Cummings. Andy Maher nails the three-pointer. This really is a good start by the Bucks. Takes them to 24-15. No one would really have thought that Derby would do so well in this first quarter after last week's performance at Manchester. Here's Brown again. Henlon offering the screen, but he doesn't take it. Puts it to Lorenzo Duncan. Nice jump shot there. Reduces the deficit to 7 points. McKinney to Andy Bird. Tries a shot, that's no good. Pulled down by Miller, and Brown racing through. And that's a travelling violation. Good defence by Derby. Terry Manghum into the action. Andy Gardiner, that left-hander off the glass. Makes the score 26-17 to the Bucks. Carl Brown, but the pass inside is no good. Quite a few turnovers in this first period by Guildford. McKinney calling the play for Derby. Does well to get that one back. Andy Gardiner going for the three, misses. And Brown's on his way. Gets it back, looking to penetrate, and does so. Bucks still leading though by 7. Maher to McKinney, that's a long two and that's good. 28-19 now the score. As Brown tries to cut the deficit again, finds Lorenzo Duncan, a three-pointer. Excellent long-range shooter, Duncan. He really did a good job there. 28-22 now. Towards the end of this first quarter. Gardiner trying that shot again off the glass, doesn't work. And Guildford will probably have one more offence. Miller, and that's a travelling violation. Yes, the referee spots it, and that's the end of the first quarter. Into the second quarter now, Guildford making a fine start. They've now taken the lead, 3 minutes gone in this period. The Kings ahead, 32-31. Siemon, a tremendous basket. Siemon taking that all the way to the hoop. Super job from Jason Siemon. Siemon again doing a tremendous job there in the low post. 10 points to Jason, and Derby back in the lead by 1. That was no good from Adrian Cummings, picked up by Terry Manghum. 35-34 to the Bucks, still in the second period. Siemon causing a few problems, dishes off that time to Andy Gardiner. 37-34 to the Bucks. Pillity, that's a long range effort, that's no good, but it's tipped in by Adrian Cummings. Really got it well to that one. And the lead is back to 1 point. Derby with the advantage. Andy Gardiner, 2 from long range there, 39-36. This is Tracy Pearson trying to go inside, and Terry Manghum called for the foul there. His arms not straight, but Pearson misses the first free throw. 6'9", 21 stone Tracy Pearson makes the second. Lascelles, quick pass down court, and there's Charlie Mandt with the reverse. 41-37, Derby still ahead. Just over 4 minutes to go before half time. And that's the Bucks' possession. Tim Lascelles driving in. The pass to Andy Gardiner, unmarked again. And that's 14 points to Andy Gardiner. 43-37 to the Bucks. Now what can Guildford do about this? It's Brown trying to go inside. Henlon. Back to Brown. It's the long range 2, and it's good. Guildford trailing by 4. McKinney to Manghum. Tim Lascelles coming inside. The shot's no good, and Guildford get possession. You can get a good look at that eye patch from Brown, picked up in the European game. Henlon inside, misses. A very easy one there. And Derby on the break. It's Charlie Mandt with the assist from Andy Gardiner. Just over a minute to go now before half time. A long pass from Terry Manghum. Jason Siemon goes round the outside. 49-45, the Bucks still ahead. And the Bucks maintaining their momentum throughout this second session as Brown comes inside and gets the foul. It's going to be 2 shots. Tim Lascelles' 3rd foul of the game. And he's put Carl Brown on the line to shoot 2. Andy Maher back in for the Bucks. First one's good from Brown. And Guildford will want to try and cut the deficit even more before half time. Second one's good, 49-47. Brown takes a break. It just shows the strength in depth that Guildford have got when they can bring someone like Ronnie Baker on in place of Brown. Derby turning the ball over there. Duncan turns, comes inside, the shot's no good. Terry Manghum with the rebound. There's the first half winding down. Mandt coming inside. The shot's no good. Siemon with the rebound. That's no good. Derby getting a third chance. And that's a foul. There's a holding foul on Lorenzo Duncan. So Siemon on the line shooting 2. Well, Derby missing the chance to increase their lead towards the end of this first half. Duncan out of bounds there, so that's going to be Derby's possession from the side. Some excellent defence played in this first half by the Bucks. And doing well to break the press. Mangum's not going to rush this. Derby have the lead and they want to keep it going into the locker room at half time. Almost turning the ball over there. Manghum knocks it back to Maher. It's no good. Charlie Mandt with the rebound, but the referee spotting a foul. He's called it on Carl Miller. That's his second. Andy Gardiner losing that, gets it back again. But that's a bad shot on the buzzer. And Derby going in at half-time leading by 49-42. Not a particularly good third quarter though for the Bucks. We join it in the fourth as Charlie Mandt scores to make the score. Guildford 76, Derby 72. Just 10 minutes to go in this pulsating game. It's gone first one way, then the other, but a really good performance by the Bucks. Manghum inside to Gardiner. Makes it. And Guildford's lead is cut to 2. Julio Politti's shot, no good. Manghum with a rebound. McKinney looking for support. Charlie Mandt. The pump fake. It's no good. Andy Gardiner with a rebound and hooks it. That left-handed hook makes it 76 all. Well, Derby have never beaten Guildford or Kingston in their previous guys. Is this going to be the first time? Guildford turning the ball over again. Rare to see so many turnovers from the Kings. All square at 76 all. Mandt looking for the opening inside, double teamed, knocks it back to McKinney. Manghum to Lascelles, and the three-pointer's good. Tim Lascelles beginning to come alive in this second half. And Derby's lead is 3. And Mandt with a big rebound. Well, there weren't many travelling Derby fans in the crowd, but they're certainly making a lot of noise. Gardiner knocks it back to Mandt, who's popped out. Gardiner again, and gets the foul there from that attempted block by Henlon. First one's good. The lead is up to 4, 80-76. This is the second. pulled down by Henlon. Brown inside. There's no opening there. It's good D again from Derby. Duncan. Just 90 seconds left now. Derby leading 87-86. Will they get their first ever victory over the Kings? It's Tim Lascelles going through. Knocks it out to Terry Manghum. Gets the return. And the three-pointer's good. 90-86. Just over a minute to go. Now what can Guildford do about this? It's Duncan. It's an air ball, but Pearson picks it up and sticks it in. 90-88. And what a let-off that was for Guildford. The air ball from Duncan and Pearson on the end of it. But Derby still in possession. They're going to take the time here, run the clock down, hopefully get the basket, and then the pressure is really on Guildford. Lascelles going in. But that's a bad pass. It goes straight to Pearson. Guildford need a 2 to level it, 3 to win. What are they going to do here? Will they go for the big one, or are they content to take the game into overtime? It's Brown. Knocks it out to Duncan. Going for the 3. He's missed again, but there's Pearson. And for the second time in 2 offences, an air ball from Duncan. Pearson picks it up and scores. 90 all. And Derby looked as though they were going to win for the first time against Guildford, but victory snatched from them at the death. 90 all, so we've got overtime. Now can the Bucks keep up that momentum that they had towards the end? Duncan going through from the start and missing, but Guildford retain possession. It's Brown. Duncan. Brown again. Miller. Pass inside to Henlon. And that's good for the first 2 points of the overtime period. Guildford in the lead by 2. Siemon trying to come inside. Now what's the referee given there? Bit of an altercation, Miller getting involved. And the referee trying to sort it out. And Pearson pushing Gardiner there. Well, we might see a few technical fouls called by the referee. In fact, he's calling Carl Brown over to him. And Terry Manghum as well, the referee speaking to the 2 captains, saying any more nonsense, and he's just going to throw people straight out of the gym. Things getting a little heated in this overtime period, and Terry Manghum calling a timeout to cool things down. And from the inbounds, Jason Siemon scores to level it all up again, 92 all. Siemon on 16 points. At the moment, Gardiner's on 23, and Charlie Mandt leading the way with 27. Siemon doing very well to get that. McKinney going through for the layup, but misses. And Henlon on the end of it. Well, that was a good chance for Derby. Brown still there, finds Pearson. And his size and weight too strong for Derby there. Pearson gives Guildford the lead again, 94-92. Gardiner to McKinney. This is when Derby really needs some cool heads out there. Siemon, the pass to Mandt, comes inside, the pump fake, but it's no good, and it's rebounded by the Kings. Duncan under his own basket there, trying to redeem himself for those 2 missed shots towards the end of regulation. Guildford working the ball around, patiently looking for the opening. There's Brown, the shot's no good. Charlie Mandt with the rebound. McKinney finds Tim Lascelles, takes the quick shot, and Henlon on the end of it again. Pearson comes inside, it rolls around, and fortunately for Derby it stays out. So it's still Guildford leading by 2. And the tension almost unbearable. As Lascelles finds Gardiner in the low post. He's fouled on the line. Andy Gardiner. But misses the top end of the 1-on-1. Henlon rebounds yet again. So are the nerves beginning to tell now for the Bucks. Midway through this overtime period, Guildford by 2. Pearson turns, can't get that one to go down. Gardiner pulls down the board. Siemon inside to Gardiner. Bucks retaining possession. That came off Pearson. So McKinney looking to run a set offence this time. Siemon pops out. Lascelles trying to go around the outside. Back again. And it's picked off by Brown, who fouls in the process. And this time it's Siemon on the line. And again misses the 1-on-1. Who is it with the rebound? It's that man, Martin Henlon. 6'10" England international, has really shown his pedigree in this overtime period. Foul there by Andy Maher on Brown. Well, Derby trying valiantly to grab possession here. Duncan having a quick look at the clock. Finds Brown. Time running out for Derby. Good control by Brown. Maher still trying to take the ball off him. Brown goes inside and fouled by Manghum. Brown on the line for the 1-on-1. The first is good. The lead is up to 3. Brown again, the second one short, but Brown takes his own rebound. That's excellent for Guildford, and Charlie Mandt forced to commit the foul. Ball goes in, but it doesn't count. Brown on the line again. The lead is 3 at the moment. And the lucky drop, 96-92, and Guildford showing all their European experience in the overtime period. Keeping the cool heads. That's a better second throw from Brown, makes it 97-92. It's all over virtually for the Bucks. A 3-pointer by Terry Manghum, but that's right on the buzzer, and Guildford win it. 97 points to 95. And what a shame for Derby. They came close a couple of years ago when Ernest Lee had a shot in the very last second which rimmed out, but coming almost even closer that time, taking the game to overtime before Derby lost.
It was one that we should have had. We let it get away with the clock just ticking away.
You were, what, 4 points up inside the last minute as well?
Yeah, and we didn't capitalize a couple times on offense coming down, and then they had a desperate shot. If the ball would have hit the rim, might have been a different story. Clock might have ran out, but unfortunately they had somebody under the basket to rebound and put it in.
What did you say to the guys at the end of normal time when it was It's still level, and you still had the chance of winning it.
Well, I told them the first 40 minutes is gone. We got an extra little time to work, so let's go out there and do it. We can still win it. What's been played has been played. We need to go out here and concentrate on this last 5 minutes.
But you only scored 2 points in that overtime session until you got the three-pointer right on the buzzer.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't capitalize. We didn't execute very well. We were going one-on-one instead of running our plays. People were trying to take it in their hands. We didn't have much patience on offense. We forced a lot of shots in overtime, and Guildford capitalized on it.
Apart from that, though, you played really well against a team that's one of the top 16 in Europe.
As far as I'm concerned, we played 39 minutes and 50-some seconds. But unfortunately, we didn't play the full 40. If we'd have played the full 40, where we had a mental lapse with about 2 seconds left in the game, we should have had the rebound. But we had a mental lapse, and they capitalized, and it took us in overtime, which I think took a lot out of the players because they felt we should have won it, and they weren't prepared to go into the overtime.
October the 16th, 1993, and the Bucks on the road at Hemel Hempstead, the second meeting of the two clubs this season. Since the Bucks' single-point victory at Moorways last month, the Royals have jettisoned their 2 Americans and replaced them with point guard Alan Kuchoff from the States and Nigerian forward Ekwo Odaudu. Hemel had a 10-point lead in the first quarter, but Derby hit back to hold the advantage by 3 at half-time. We joined the game in the third quarter with Hemel leading 67-65. McKinney's shot no good. This is Kuchoff. Quite a quick player down the court to Odaudu. Nice basket there to give Hemel a 4-point cushion. McKinney gets the foul. Hemel, though, not in the team penalty, so it's going to be sideline possession. Tim Lascelles to Andy Gardiner. It's a long one, it's no good, but Siemon picks up the rebound and off the glass. 69-67. Siemon, Gardiner and Charlie Mandt all causing problems inside. Jody John losing out to Ian McKinney, going all the way himself, off the glass and levels it up at 69 all. Hemel really battling throughout the first 3 quarters of this game. Jody John, he's proved quite a find. But there's Tim Lascelles dashing in for a steal. And despite the attentions of Odaudu there, Lascelles gives Derby the lead again. Kuchoff certainly made a difference to this Hemel team, although they're yet to see it in the shape of W's in the win column. And that's a steal by Siemon, going all the way himself, and that's the way to dunk it. Jason Siemon. 73-69 to the Bucks. Into the final quarter, Hemel have pulled a couple of points back as Terry Manghum finds Charlie Mandt, another superb dunk, 75-71. The Bucks leading, and the Bucks staying pretty well on top now until the end of the game. Ian McKinney running the point well. Siemon pops out and powers through himself. 83-79, the Bucks now leading. That shot's no good. Manghum with the rebound. And Siemon bringing it up himself. Charlie Mandt going on his own. Another slam. 85-79. The Bucks turning on the style in the final quarter. In the closing seconds now, Derby content to run the clock down. The victory already settled. Hemel can't get near the ball. Siemon goes in, that takes him to 20 points. Gardiner and Lascelles also on 20, 19 for Mandt, a comfortable victory.
Well, it's a win. We didn't play great at times, but again, it's another win. We've come through, had a bit of foul trouble, we've come out with an excellent win, puts us higher up the table again.
You always seem to have trouble against Hemel, though. Is it that you don't come out in the right frame of mind?
No, I don't think it's that. They're actually an undisciplined team, and sometimes they're very difficult to play against because you're never certain defensively what their offence is going to do. It's often very difficult to cater for, so because they're so undisciplined, it often makes it difficult defensively for your structure. When you go and play a team like Kingston, you know they're going to set picks, you know what they're going to do. These boys, you're never certain what they're going to do one offence to the next. It can throw you slightly.
Nevertheless, there was quite a good spread of points. You seem to do the job offensively, if not at the other end.
Yeah, we got a win. We got a lot of good performances. Andy Gardiner again was an excellent performance, and hopefully we should be seeing him in the England squad soon. And Charlie came out and made some key shots. Tim Lascelles, Terry, Ian, everybody I thought had an excellent game tonight.
So things are looking good at the moment?
Yeah, team's going well. We're building up gradually. We're 5-2 now. Hopefully, if we get the 2 wins next weekend in the league, we could be all set. It's just a gradual process. Young team, new team. Can't expect miracles, and we have to just keep winning every game, taking one at a time. If we do that, we're all set for a very, very good season.
After Hemel, it was back to Moorways for 2 games in 3 days, both of them against Doncaster. First of all, on Thursday, October the 21st, the Panthers were Derby's opponents for the Bucks' first game in the league trophy. Derby played well for most of the game. They led by 12 at half-time and were 13 up inside the last quarter. But then Doncaster stepped up the defence and started to claw their way back. We pick up the game with just over 4 minutes to go, the Bucks leading 80-76 and Jason Siemon on the foul line. Makes the second one. That gives Derby a 5-point lead. And Derby trying to trap the ball there, but Doncaster getting it up court. And that's a superb shot from Junior Alexander. The Bucks' lead is cut to just 3 points. Siemon inside to Gardiner. And he's fouled, so he'll go to the line. And he's missed that. It's rebounded by Carl Mitchell. And Derby really can't afford to miss those sort of chances at this late stage in the game. That'll stay with the Panthers. Just 3 minutes to go. Derby just 3 points ahead. Mitchell. The shot is brilliantly knocked away there by Charlie Mandt. But it's Doncaster's possession. Anthony Juice Joseph throws it in. Charlie Mandt, another rejection. Ian McKinney's off. Loses control there. Although Leo Rogers swatted that one away. It's a violation by McKinney. Called for travelling. Roy Baker bringing the ball up there. And that looks like a foul off the ball by Carl Mitchell. And that's his 5th foul, so he'll take no further part in the game. Well, that one went down fairly well with the Derby crowd. Carl Mitchell, the former Derby player, sitting on the bench. Lascelles trying to get the ball inside, it's picked off, but Derby still having possession. And after looking in a fairly comfortable position, the lead looks a bit precarious for Derby now, and the tension beginning to mount. Charlie Mandt. But that's not a particularly good ball inside, it's picked off by Gary McIntosh, but the game getting very scrappy at the moment. Derby getting the ball back again. Mandt, it's knocked away. Rogers. Over Andy Gardiner. The lead is down to 1. And we're inside the last 3 minutes. Doncaster stealing the ball again. It's loose. Everyone diving on it. And that's going to be a jump ball. Jason Siemon and Gary McIntosh both getting their hands on that. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock. Doncaster getting possession. It's Joseph going around the back. And that's rejected. Well, although Doncaster have stepped up the defence, there's been a fair number of rejections from the Bucks, although Mandt misses again. And are these misses going to prove crucial? The clock ticking down at the moment, with the Bucks just ahead by 1 point. Steadroy Baker, 3-point attempt is no good. Charlie Mandt pulls it down. Ian McKinney trying to set something up. Andy Gardiner almost loses it. And the referee spotting an injury there to Gardiner. Looked as though he took one in the eye there. Still plenty of tension in this game. Well, whoever loses this may have trouble getting through to the next stage of the competition, as Jason Siemon goes inside. 83-80 with a minute to go. Now, can the Bucks hold on to this lead? Joseph will have something to say about that, though. He cuts inside. 83-82. Now this is going to call some cool heads out there on the court. Tim Lascelles, one of the most experienced men on the Bucks team. Andy Gardiner's pass is picked off. And here's Rogers. And throws it away. Well, 34 seconds left. Doncaster would have hoped for better than that. Derby still with a 1-point lead. And surely they're going to take as long as they can with this. Ian McKinney going up for the shot. It's no good. Is that a travelling violation? The referee says no. It's Alexander. Gets it to Joseph. Inside to Steadroy Baker, and he scored! With just 8 seconds left. What can Derby do about this? They're trailing by 1 point. No one's going to take responsibility. McKinney takes the shot on the buzzer, and it's missed. And Derby, after being 13 points ahead at one stage, lose it right at the end by 84 points to 83. A dejected Ian McKinney missing the last 2 shots. 2 days later, the Panthers were back again, this time for a Budweiser League game. This time, the Bucks didn't play particularly well. They trailed for most of the game. Early in the third quarter, they were as many as 16 points adrift, but then they started to fight back. Let's join the game with just under 3 minutes to go. Doncaster leading 66-57. Lascelles trying to get around the outside, can't get there. The screen from Siemon, and Mandt has the ball knocked away from him. Doncaster in the penalty, so Mandt on the line for the 1-and-1. Makes both of them. Derby trailing them by 7. Still got a fair amount to do though, the Bucks, if they're not to suffer a second defeat to the Panthers. And a travelling violation against Carl Mitchell. Andy Maher. Off the dribble, comes inside, the shot's no good. But he's fouled. So Derby on the line again for the 1-and-1. very consistent free throw shooter, Maher. That's 4 out of 4 for Andy Maher. And the lead cut even further. It's now 66-61 to the Panthers. And Mitchell throws that one straight out of court. 2 minutes to go. Lascelles, not much on there. Siemon gets a hand to it. Maher going for the three and sticks it. The lead's down to 2, 66-64. And the crowd sense that the Bucks could be on for a rather unexpected victory here. Even more so as Mitchell goes to the line and misses. Derby looking to tie the game. Mandt going through, takes it to the hoop, 66 all. 90 seconds left. And after looking a beaten side at one stage, the Bucks really back in it. And the crowd playing their part at the moment. The shot's no good, rebounded by Siemon. McKinney with Charlie Mandt. And Mandt scores again. Mandt on a roll at the moment. 68-66, the Bucks in front. Terry Manghum encouraging them to greater heights. The referee spotting a foul. A double foul, in fact. It's a jump ball. Doncaster win it. The shot goes up, and that's good. It's Ronnie Baker. It's a three-pointer. It puts Doncaster back in the lead by 1. Mandt spinning, the shot misses, but he's fouled. Mandt on the line again. Levels it up again. What a finish we've got to this game, 69 all. And Charlie Mandt definitely the scourge of Doncaster in the second half. He's hit 5 out of 5 from the line. And he's on 21 points. The pressure mounting on him. How will he cope with this? And he makes it. The Bucks ahead by 1. What can Doncaster do now? The shot, it misses. It's pulled down by Siemon, and he's fouled by Jason Swain with just 9 seconds to go. And the crowd sense that the Bucks could be on for a memorable victory here. Jason Siemon on the line. And makes it. Derby up by 2. Perhaps the celebration's a little premature there from Charlie Mandt. And Siemon missing the second. But Doncaster need a quick shot. It's a shot from Baker. It's missed. And the Bucks get the ball and the victory. Well, what a comeback by Derby. Trailing for a lot of the game, and in the end they win by 71 points to 69. And those celebrations speak for themselves.
Oh yeah, that was a good game. I'm just glad that the team didn't give up when we were down. I thought there was a small chance that we might have, but we just kept coming out there and we just kept playing tough D, and then our shots just finally started to fall where they hadn't been falling all game.
Really, you played much better in Thursday's game and lost that than you did tonight.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. I think we just happened to have the ball in the right hands at the right times.
And you played much tougher defence.
Yeah, exactly. That was the key to it. We just didn't stop. We kept playing defense and kept playing, and nobody gave up, and it's never over till it's over.
Now, you had those crucial free throws right at the end. What was going through your mind when you went to the line?
Well, it's kind of funny because as I was walking up to the line, Juice Jones from the other team yelled my name and looked over and goes like this, choke. So I just kind of smiled at him, and I tried to put it out of my head, just tried to put everything out of my head, took a couple deep breaths, and I'm glad they went in.
You turned the tables on them. They did that to you on Thursday night.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, a bit of revenge there, you know. A little bit of revenge. Sweet revenge, feels good. So tonight I'm just going to go home, get right into bed, and get lots of sleep for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, it should be a tough one tomorrow.
It's going to be a real tough one, and let's hope we're going to be ready for it. I'm sure we're going to be ready for it, we'll put it that way.
The following evening, the Bucks faced their third game in 4 days. This time they visited the Michael Sobel Sports Centre in Islington to face London Towers, the team who knocked them out of last season's playoffs. Coincidentally, the game brought together the two clubs whose financial problems in the summer almost led to their demise. 3 months ago, no one would have foreseen this fixture taking place. We joined the game with 2 minutes gone, Derby trailing 7-0, and Terry Manghum out of action because of an injury picked up the previous night against Doncaster. 3-pointer from Andy Maher. Derby on the board. Trailing 7-3. And Joel Moore picks up an early foul. Richard Scantlebury knocks it back, but only as far as Jason Siemon. McKinney, Andy Maher. Andy Gardiner drives in, off the glass and tipped in by Jason Siemon. Following up superbly there to knock that one through the hoop. Charlie Mandt with a jumper, nails it and is fouled. So he'll go to the line for the bonus. That's good. Derby taking the lead, 8-7. Andrew Bailey for the Towers. This is Solomon Ayinla, the Nigerian, who's proved such a find for the home side. Charlie Mandt off the glass again. This is a good run by the Bucks. 10-0 at the moment, takes them into a 10-7 lead. Andrew Bailey going back door, gets fouled, to the line to shoot 2. Second one good. 10-8 to the Bucks. Ball almost stolen there. Still with the Bucks though. Maher drives through, dishes off, and Jason Siemon puts it in. Let's pick up the game now at the start of the second quarter. It's 20 points all. Taylor McGowan, London's American, the shot no good there. And Derby hang on to the ball. Charlie Mandt. Andy Bird in the corner. That shot's no good. Picked up by Andy Gardiner. Gets the basket and is fouled. Makes the bonus. 23-20. Derby ahead. Putting the pressure on. Richard Scantlebury to Andrew Bailey. Long pass there. And the Bucks steal it. Good pressing defence there. Charlie Mandt, and stuffs it through the hole. A good start to the second quarter by the Bucks. 25-20 they now lead. Bailey to McGowan. Not a lot on at the moment. This is Andrew McKellar. Bailey. Scantlebury holding off Lascelles there. But it's a 30-second violation. Good defence again by the Bucks. Mandt inside to Gardiner, and he's fouled on the arm on the way up. 2 more shots, makes the first. Second one good as well, 27-20, but the Bucks struggled to lift their game after that. Although Andy Gardiner dropped in this 3-pointer, London were well in control. They led at one stage by 17. We rejoined the game with 6 minutes to go. Derby behind by 79 points to 70. Bailey driving in. He's caused Derby a few problems this evening. Leading his team very well. Derby, though, down the other end. Mandt knocks it. Quick spin. Super job from Charlie Mandt. 81-72 the score now. Joel Moore, former England international, had a spell in Germany. Finds Scantlebury. Can't put it down though. Mandt with the rebound. Lascelles pass that's picked off though by Moore. These two have had a great tussle this evening. Moore shot though, no good. Gardiner gets a hand on it, knocks it down to Maher. Siemon almost lost his feet there, loses the ball, that's for sure. Play getting a little bit scrappy at the moment as Bailey brings it up for the Towers. Not a lot of atmosphere here in the Michael Sobel Sports Centre. That shot's no good. Mandt rebounds again. Siemon inside. There's shouts of box out from coach Mark Dunning. Proved to no avail as Siemon scores to make it 81-74 with 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Moore again guarded by Lascelles. Derby slow to get across to him. The 3-pointer though, it's no good. And Charlie Mandt is fouled. Lascelles into Siemon. Trying to go all the way on his own. He's fouled. But not in the act of shooting. Ball brought in from the side. Mandt. Siemon goes low post, it's knocked back to Maher. Lascelles, this time Siemon does get it. And it rolls right round before dropping in. 22 points on the night for Jason Siemon. And Derby trailing just by 5 now, 81-76. The travelling Derby fans getting behind their side. That shot's no good, and that's a foul. Scantlebury misses the second shot. On the line for the 1-and-1, he misses it. Andy Bird with the rebound. Mandt to Maher, to Lascelles, going all the way himself, the left-hander. Puts it in, 81-78. This is a really good spell now for the Bucks. 8 unanswered points. Derby trailing by only 3. Moore, there's no way through there. McKinney gets a hand on that. Jump ball is called. Joe Moore wins it though. The tip to Scantlebury. Moore gets it back. This time guarded closely by Maher. Scantlebury with Mandt in front of him. Quick spin, goes to the hoop and puts it in. Richard Scantlebury coming out of the shadow of his brother Peter, who's now gone to Thames Valley. Scants on 22 points. Tim Lascelles drives in, the shot misses. And Scants is back at the other end to pick up the defensive board. 83-78. Derby need to do something at the moment to knock London out of their stride. Andrew Bailey gets it back. Very patient offence by London, but the shot's no good. Charlie Mandt is in there, gets a hand on it, pulls it down. Quick pass upfield, Ian McKinney, and puts it in to make it 83-80. But that was as close as Derby got. London regained control. Scantlebury finished with 24 points. Solomon Ayinla had 21, including this dunk to end the game, and Joel Moore 18. For the Bucks, Siemon and Mandt had 22 each, and Gardiner 20. Derby unbeaten at home in the league, with their third defeat on the road this season. Their league record now won 6, lost 3.
It's a habit we're getting into, and we survived last night, but we didn't survive tonight, and we got to bounce out of that habit, real quick.
Why do you think it was that you went so far behind?
I think the team we're not playing aggressive. We're playing passive, and if we start playing aggressive like we're doing in the fourth, late in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, if we do that in the first quarter, then I think we can have some better results.
They seem to out-rebound you, even though they're a smaller team.
Yeah, once again, it's all aggressiveness. They'll be more physical, and we can't just have one person going to the boards. We got to have 3 or 4 people and forming a triangle around the rim. And if you do that, you'll get a higher percentage of rebounds.
Did it take it out of you playing 3 games in the space of 4 days?
Not really. Apart from I had the flu, but they had the same schedule as we did. They played 3 games, so you can't really put that into consideration.
But did you feel that at certain stages in the game you were very flat and couldn't lift yourselves?
I guess. There was times when I felt like that, but in that at that period, I'll come out the game, and that's when a substitute will come in and do the job. So that's what you got 10 players for.
You've got a bit of a rest now, and then the next game against Crystal Palace in the Cup.
Yeah, I'm gonna plan to go to the Riverside and have a nice long jacuzzi and relax. Yeah,
it gives you a bit of a break before you play Palace, and one of those games that you ought to win quite easily.
I'm a bit scared when people say we should win. We're respecting every team, as they're the best team in the league, so you can't take no one for granted. So we're just gonna go out and this time, play aggressive from the tip-off, and hopefully we'll win the game.
Derby's late entry into the league this year meant they had to start their National Cup campaign in round 1. A potentially difficult tie away to last season's runners-up in the division below the Bucks, Crystal Palace. The Mavericks gave Derby problems in the first half of the game at the National Sports Centre. Palace led by 8 at one stage, but the Bucks pulled back to trail 42-41 at half-time. We joined the game early in the second half, Derby leading 45-44. Adi Orilaja with the 3-pointer. Palace back in the lead by 2. Mandt back to McKinney. That shot's no good. Mandt can't get the rebound. It's pulled down by Orilaja. Palace really pumped up for this game. Derby haven't played particularly well so far, but the prospect of plenty of good basketball to come. Charlie Mandt going inside. The hook shot, it goes in. Charlie up to 16 points. It's 47 all. Derek Johnson, good pass off to Tim Lewis. The shot misses. Andy Gardiner with a rebound. Tim Lascelles with a fast break. Jason Siemon slows it down. Gets the ball back from Lascelles, turns, scores, and he's fouled as well. Good job from Jason Siemon. The Bucks haven't been in the lead for much of this game. In fact, they've just edged their way in front. It's their first lead since the second minute. They're up by 2 at the moment. And the bonus is good. 50-47. The Bucks leading in this second half. 2 20-minute halves played in the National Cup. Unlike the Budweiser League, that's the only division which has 4 10-minute quarters. Derek Johnson's three-point attempt, no good. Lascelles into Siemon. Misses that time. He's pulled down by the Mavericks. On the fast break. Oh, Brian Moore. What a spin and reverse layup there for Brian Moore. Cuts the lead to 1. But Charlie Mandt going straight down to the other end and drawing the foul. An excellent record at the moment by Charlie Mandt from the free throw line. He's hit something like 11 consecutive free throws in the last 3 games. 52-49 then to the Bucks. Well, Moore a little bit exuberant there, lost control of that. Lascelles finds Charlie Mandt again. Comes inside, scores again. Mandt giving Derby a 54-49 lead. The American now up to 20 points. The game continued in fits and starts. We rejoined the game with 7 minutes on the clock. The Bucks ahead by 69 points to 63. McKinney finds Charlie Mandt. Mandt there again. Derby's lead up to 8 points. Graham Hill, Tim Lewis scores and is fouled. Tim Lewis, the Palace captain, makes the bonus, cuts the lead to 71-66. And this is another of those games in which Derby are going to need their Budweiser League experience in the big games against the likes of Guildford and Manchester to bring them through. And McKinney comes up with a three-pointer. So that takes the lead up to 8 with just over 6 minutes to go. Hill to Oralaja. Lewis can't go inside. And that basket's ruled out. 3-second violation, so possession to the Bucks from the side. Lascelles doesn't go for the 3. Terry Manghum back to Lascelles, tries the 3, it's short. Andy Bird with the rebound. The chance to set it up again. Manghum to Gardiner. Manghum back to Gardiner, scores and gets the foul. Gardiner's free throw making it 77-66, and from then on the Bucks proved they had the greater experience. It wasn't a particularly enthralling game but Derby did enough to win. They adopted the right tactics and Palace were forced to foul as they tried to get possession. 10 of the Bucks' last 12 points, in fact, came from the free throw line as they won by 88 points to 81. So not a bad month for the Bucks. 3 wins and 3 losses in the league, a defeat in the league trophy, but their hopes of qualifying for the semi-final still alive, and they're still in the National Cup, in which they travel to Coventry in the second round. Celebrations then at the National Sports Centre, a professional performance from Derby, no giant-killing act allowed here. Join us next month for an exclusive in the Bucks locker room before a big game. 8 matches in November as the Bucks aim to fight their way back up to the top of the Budweiser League table.